Well, it is Saturday morning, and I am in the office. This is one of the few Saturday mornings that my son does not have an ice hockey game or a clinic or a camp. And my daughter, I just dropped her off at her gymnastics practice, so she'll be there for a few hours. Hockey game tonight, so it gives me time to get some things done at the office before then. It is the weekend, and we realize as a law firm, we receive the majority of our calls on the weekend because people are out and about and unfortunately sometimes have a criminal problem when they least expect it. I always say that a criminal problem can develop at any time, but there's more of a probability. Studies show that criminal problems happen on the weekends because people are doing things like drinking and driving and having a lot of social interactions that can lead to other things. We receive calls from anything from an assault charge to a DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey. We've also received calls in the past about illegal gun charges. People headed into New Jersey and they forget they put their Pennsylvania gun in their glove box across the state lines and are stopped for a traffic stop and thinking that their Pennsylvania gun is permitted in New Jersey, and it's simply not, and they're arrested for that. So these are the typical calls that we receive. In addition, I put out blog articles recently about common crimes and offenses that we see from students. Obviously, as a law firm, we don't want any student to have a problem in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or anywhere, but these problems do develop. So we put out a lot of content regarding the top offenses and crimes that we see from students to educate them and their parents with regards to what to look out for and what these offenses, can cause. And what they can cause is long-term consequences for those students whose parents are usually paying a lot of money to have them in university or college, and we want to avoid that. I've done articles on things like constructive possession, obviously DUI and DWI, but also things like hazing. We know that students are now through the fraternity and the sorority process, pledging fraternities and sororities, and things can happen. Obviously, Pennsylvania and New Jersey are aware of it, and they've adopted hazing laws to address that. Hazing can be graded as a misdemeanor, but can also be graded as a felony charge. I've done articles and videos laying out the elements of those offenses. I will link into this video articles on hazing, articles on constructive possession with regards to roommates. Plus, I'll link in the article that I did on vaping. Vaping really isn't a criminal charge that we really deal with, but it nevertheless happens. And really the purpose of that article was just to simply outline who can vape and who can't vape. And the bottom line is, if you're under the age of 21, you can't be vaping in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. People are going to do it, and probably it won't lead to an arrest, but it could lead to a fine or also some sanctions at school. And again, things that parents don't have to deal with. But if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The website, GamboneLaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All my books, my blogs, and my videos are available there in one convenient format. This past Friday, we came out with a weekly e-update, which went up over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. You can sign up for the e-update on our website, GamboneLaw.com. But once again, if you have questions, we answer the calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Have a great Saturday. Have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you all very soon.